back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a super quick, super easy DIY that you can do with probably items that you have lying around your house. We are going to be making some DIY plant stands that are perfect for framing a doorway or a walkway or having inside your home, and you really only need a couple items to do this. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday, and we are going to get straight into our DIY. Okay, so for this DIY, you're going to need a candlestick holder. You may have one of these lying around your house. This is one that my mom was actually getting rid of, and so I grabbed it to be able to do a DIY with. You could also find these at somewhere like the dollar store or Five Below if you don't have one. Any color will work because we are going to end up painting it, but if you can find one in the color that you prefer, then that will be even better. So I have this one, I have two of them, and then you're also going to need one of these hanging plant baskets and a plant of your choice. So what we're going to be doing is taking our candlestick holder and putting the plant stand on top of it so that we can have a really pretty plant stand for our plant. So this candlestick holder that I have is metal, and I really do love the color of this. I think it has such a pretty aged look to it, but I don't think it looks exactly right with the hanging basket. I think it looks a little bit off with the colors together. So I do think we need to make this a bit darker. So what I want to do is grab some spray paint. I'm thinking either black or a bronzy color, and just lightly spray paint over it so that maybe we can still have some of the aging coming through, but we can darken it up a little bit. Then we can see how they look together. So this DIY is going to be super quick, and it's one that you could do really in an afternoon. The longest part is going to be waiting for things to dry, but it'll only take a few minutes for each thing that you have to do. So if you are wanting to update your porch or your front walkway or your backyard, or even really a space inside your home, this is a really great, fast, inexpensive DIY to be able to do that and add a little bit of color and plants to your home.
Sitting by the fireside, really feeling that I like every little time that I get a chance to close my eyes. If you're gonna make it soon, maybe we could get our room, but I need some rest from gloom.
Alright guys, so we now have our candlesticks all spray painted. I think they look really good. I left some of the natural color coming through so you can kind of see that patinaed sort of look to the metal, and I just lightly spray painted over with this bronzy black color. I think this will really help to have them match our plant bases a little bit better. So what you're going to need now is two of these little hanging baskets, whatever size you prefer. I got the smallest size that they had at Lowe's because I just thought proportion-wise it would be best for what I'm doing. And we're going to take the hanging basket portion off. Don't mind Nala with her little boots. She's been having allergies, so we're keeping her boots on so that she doesn't touch the pollen or bite her legs. Okay, and then once we get the little chain off, we don't need that. You can put it off to the side, use it for something else, or get rid of it if you want to. And all we're gonna do is glue our plant base to our candlesticks. You can use E6000 for this or something like that. I'm gonna be using Gorilla Contact Adhesive Clear Grip because that's what I have on hand, and it's basically the same thing. And we're just gonna be seeing what the point of contact is. So for me, it's going to be this little X right here, and that's where I'll be putting my glue, and then we can just press it down and let it dry, and do the same thing to the other one. And when they're both dry, we can put our plants down.
You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess for free. I don't want to give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me, or to a place that you thought you never really see. Be looking funny when you're living so free.
Okay, and we'll just try to let it dry even so that it doesn't dry crooked. So I'm going to prop this up against something because it's wanting to tilt, and let it dry like that. Okay, so here they are all dry. Both of them are done and ready to go. I think they're looking really good. Come here, babe. I think they're looking really good. I'm really happy with the way that the spray paint on the candlestick looks with the black on the hanging basket that we attached. All that we need to do now is go ahead and add our plants in. So I picked up a couple of rose plants at Lowe's when I got the hanging baskets. So we're gonna put those in with just like a regular potting soil, and then we'll be able to decorate with them.
But all I ever was, afraid to take the plunge. I heard too many things, I prayed that they were wrong. But I'm still happy now, just think of what could be. If I was still around, the schedules were free. I'm missing the seas I swing when I used to truly bring everything I had to bring. I'd given everything. I just wanna live in bliss. Baby, can you grab this wish? You're the piece that might just fit in my puzzle that's in bits. You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess for free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me, or to a place that you thought you never really see. You'd be looking funny when you're living so free.
Okay, so I went ahead and put our two plant stands right over here, and I have them framing this little candle holder that we have in the backyard on either side, and I think it looks really nice, and when the roses are in bloom it's really going to add a lot to the space. And they actually already have some little buds on them, so they're probably going to bloom pretty soon, and I think it's just really the perfect addition to our little backyard sitting area. And we also plan to make over this little space back here that is a hot mess sometime soon, so it'll just really put it all together and be really pretty for an outdoor space or a get-together or something like that. And I personally really love roses. We have some on the side of the house as well, and they are one of my favorite plants to have around when they're blooming. I think they're just so beautiful, so I'm really excited for those ones to start blooming, and they're really pretty, like pinky red color. The last thing that I want to do for today's video is add a little bit of lighting, and one of my favorite things to do for any space, whether it's indoor or outdoor, is to add some cozy lighting that can make it really moody and just a nice vibe. I think lighting can make such a huge difference in a space, and you can probably see that we have a little bit of lighting out here already. We lined the floor with some string lights, and I really love that. It glows and it just lights up the backyard perfectly without it being too bright. What I'm thinking is that we could either run some string lights through this back portion on some little shepherd's hooks so that we have a little bit of upper lighting as well, or grab the pole for our umbrella to have that be glowing. We're going to experiment with those and see what looks best. Really try to highlight this space back here and our new candlestick plant stands with our beautiful roses. We're going to do that this week with some string lights from Minetom. Minetom is partnering with us this week. They sent me these. They make string lights and they have a variety of lengths. The one that I'm going to be using today is a 33-foot string light. They have a couple of other sizes that go up to 96 feet, and they can connect so that you can have a series of string lights that work together. Their string lights come with 22 different colors that you can work with, so they're really good to have out seasonally or year round. You could change the colors for Christmas time or Valentine's Day or something like that. Have it be something that you can play with and update your decor throughout the year. They have 12 different lighting modes that you can work with and 5 different brightness levels, so you can change the intensity of the light and really customize it to fit the mood of what it is that you're going for. So if you're having a dinner party and you want the lights to be a little bit calmer, you can lower them. If you want it to be festive for a holiday, you can make it a lot brighter. Let's go ahead and check them out. This is what it looks like. It comes in a little set of string lights like this, and it has a button that you can press to turn it on or off, and then it has a plug for you to plug it in. and they are waterproof, so the plug does have the little twisty thing that will keep water out, which is really nice. This is the remote. It is a larger remote because it has so many features. You can see all of the different colors that it has, and you can also set them on a timer. So if you want them to come on every night, you can put them on a timer in the evening, and then they'll just turn on their own. Let's go ahead and set up the string lights and see how they look, and figure out if we want to put them on the pole or through the back to have a little bit of extra lighting. I'll also link them in the description box for you guys with a link to my Amazon storefront where you can check them out. It'll have all of the links of lights that they have there, all 3 different lengths, so you could get any of those if you're interested in getting any lights. Them up. We decided to put them along the back here, and I recruited Matt to help me because yesterday I saw a really big snake out here, so I was a little bit afraid to go back in the bushes. But if you can see, they're strung back in the middle of all of the plants, and I think they look super pretty. They add like a really nice glow to the space, which I really love. I was playing with some of the color options, and there are so many different colors, so let me show you a few. I'm thinking this is probably the color that I'll stick with as my regular color, just because I think it's a really pretty glowy color, and there wasn't a color that exactly matched the Edison bulb string lights that we had, and so I don't want to go with the yellow oranges because it won't be an exact match, so I'd rather go with something that's complementary. So there's a pretty big range. I really like that there are some holiday ones so that I can change them seasonally, but I think I'm going to keep it on this kind of purpley color, and I put it on the fade setting because I think it's really pretty to have it kind of glowing up and down. Leave me a comment, let me know what color combination you think works the best with our yard. Again, if you're interested in getting any Minetom lights, the link is in the description box for you guys. Wraps up this week's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed making some DIY candlesticks plant stands with me. I think they turned out so nicely, and I'm super excited to see the roses blooming in them and how they look with our patio setting. I'm also really happy with the way that the lights turned out and the glowy kind of vibe that they add to the space. Definitely leave me a comment if you give this DIY a try yourself, or if you do some other version of it. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.